Aurora and Kody appear in court as Robyn files eviction case against him. Hello friends, I am Elena, welcome to my channel. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Court case between Kody Brown and Robyn Brown took a dramatic turn today as both Kody and his daughter Aurora appeared in court following Robyn's legal filing. According to court documents, Robyn Brown filed a civil complaint against Kody Brown, accusing him of forcibly evicting her from the family home they once shared. Case has stirred considerable attention from fans and legal observers alike, as the former polygamist family continues to unravel in public view. Robyn Brown's legal complaint centers around the claim that Kody Brown unlawfully removed her from the Flagstaff residence the couple had lived in for several years. She argues that she was not given proper notice, and that the decision to force her out of the home was made unilaterally by Kody, without any legal justification or communication. Case alleges emotional distress, violation of tenancy rights, and unlawful eviction without due process. Robyn Brown has also requested temporary housing support, access to shared marital assets, and exclusive use of the home until a full property division can be settled. Her legal team stated that Kody acted in bad faith and attempted to strip Robyn of her dignity, security, and legal rights by forcefully removing her from her place of residence. Court documents reveal that Robyn was served with a written notice by Kody's attorney demanding she vacate the premises within 14 days. Robyn, shocked and confused, claims she tried to reach Kody repeatedly to discuss the matter but received no response. Instead, the locks were changed while she was away, and her personal items were placed in storage without her consent. Robyn's attorneys argue that this move constitutes illegal eviction under Arizona tenant laws and warrants damages. Kody Brown, represented by his legal counsel, maintains that the home was never in Robyn's name and that he alone holds legal ownership. His defense argues that Robyn vacated the home voluntarily, and that Kody was within his rights to resecure the property. However, this claim contradicts Robyn's timeline, which includes text messages and voice recordings allegedly showing her pleading with Kody to allow her to remain in the house until legal matters were settled. In a surprising twist, Aurora Brown appeared alongside Kody in court. While Aurora has largely remained out of the spotlight in recent years, her appearance signals that the rift between the family members has grown beyond Kody and Robyn. It's unclear whether Aurora is aligned with her father's side in this legal dispute or whether she was subpoenaed as a witness. Court observers noted that she appeared somber and distant, declining to speak with media or attorneys during the break. Legal analysts speculate that Aurora may be called to testify regarding her residency at the house and her knowledge of any discussions between Kody and Robyn prior to the eviction. Her presence has raised many eyebrows, especially as Kody had previously stated that he wanted to maintain his relationship with his children amid his crumbling marriages. Robyn's filing also details emotional abuse and mental distress caused by the unexpected eviction. She claims that Kody's decision to evict her was not based on legal concerns but rather personal revenge following their separation. Robyn's attorneys are seeking both compensatory and punitive damages, stating that the sudden eviction was a calculated move to pressure her emotionally and financially. Kody's legal team fired back, stating that Robyn's narrative is exaggerated and manipulative, claiming she had ample opportunity to vacate the home peacefully and on her own terms. Kody argues that he had offered Robyn financial support to transition into new housing, but she declined, insisting on remaining in a home that was no longer mutually agreed upon as shared marital property. The hearing today focused primarily on temporary restraining orders, preliminary asset control, and whether Robyn would be granted temporary re-entry into the home. The judge acknowledged the complexity of the case, given the years of shared family history and the tangled financial arrangements from the former polygamous lifestyle. The judge ordered that both parties maintain no contact outside of legal proceedings and that Kody may not sell or lease the house until the next hearing. Robyn was not granted immediate re-entry, but the court did mandate that her belongings be made available for retrieval under neutral supervision. A follow-up hearing has been scheduled for later in the month to review the legality of the eviction and to determine whether Robyn is entitled to damages or reinstatement. Court has requested that both parties provide financial records, communication transcripts, and any legal documentation about home ownership or tenancy agreements. Legal experts have pointed out that the case may set a precedent for how cohabitation and property rights are handled in plural or former plural marriages, especially when legal ownership isn't clearly defined across spiritual unions. In the absence of a formal marriage certificate, Robyn's claim relies heavily on her emotional and financial contributions to the home and household. Outside the courthouse, neither Cody nor Robyn spoke to the press. A brief statement issued by Robyn's attorney called for privacy and respect during the process, emphasizing that Robyn is fighting not just for her rights, but for justice after what she calls years of emotional and financial manipulation. Meanwhile, public reaction has been mixed. Some supporters expressed sympathy for Robyn, citing the years she dedicated to the Brown family and the emotional toll of being publicly discarded. Others remain skeptical, noting that Robyn was long perceived as Cody's favorite wife and had reportedly driven a wedge between him and the rest of the family. Cody Brown continues to maintain that he acted within his rights and that the legal process will clear his name. Robyn, however, insists that this is part of a larger pattern of coercive control and is determined to see the matter through. The next hearing is expected to draw even more attention, especially if Aurora Brown testifies. For now, the former sister wife's family finds itself not just divided by emotion, but entangled in a complex and bitter legal battle that shows no signs of resolution. The ongoing dynamics within the sister wives' family continue to evolve, and one of the most shocking developments recently has been a major fallout involving one of the core cast members. The center of it all is Robyn Brown, who has now found herself at odds with Janelle, Christine, and even Cody Brown. While disagreements are nothing new in plural marriages, especially one as public as this, what's surprising is the depth of the divide and the real reason it has escalated beyond repair. According to close family insiders, the root of the conflict stems from years of built-up resentment, broken communication, and perceived favoritism, something the audience has witnessed for seasons. Robyn, once seen as the peacemaker in the Brown family, is now being labeled as the wedge that drove the original wives apart. But the fight is not solely based on emotion. It's driven by deeper frustrations over trust, power, and perceived betrayal. One of the core issues began with finances. The family's joint financial arrangement began to crumble when Janelle and Christine alleged that Robyn and Cody were mishandling shared resources. As the wives started seeking independence, Robyn was accused of prioritizing her own security while the others struggled to fund their own homes or businesses. Janelle, in particular, felt misled after agreeing to contribute to the family's Coyote Pass land, only to later realize that she had little control over it. This led to a sense of betrayal, which Robyn dismissed as a misunderstanding, but Janelle didn't buy it. Christine, who had long been vocal about her dissatisfaction in the marriage, also became increasingly disillusioned with Robyn. She claimed that every decision Cody made in the last 5 years was influenced by Robyn's input. Christine felt silenced, minimized, and ultimately pushed out of the marriage. The turning point came when Christine finally left the marriage and moved on with her life. Though Christine has stated publicly that she holds no hatred toward Robyn, behind the scenes tension remains high. Cody, once the central figure tying the family together, has now become the lightning rod for blame from all sides. His growing closeness with Robyn and emotional distance from his other wives caused major rifts. Janelle and Christine accuse him of abandoning his role as a plural husband and embracing monogamy in everything but name. This perception has only strengthened their resentment toward Robyn, whom they see as the reason for his change. Ironically, Robyn insists that she never wanted to be the only wife. In multiple interviews, she has claimed that the dream of sisterhood was what attracted her to plural marriage. However, her critics, including some family members, say her actions contradict her words. They point to her private conversations with Cody, her refusal to support equal time sharing, and the emotional manipulation they believe she uses to get what she wants. Recently, things came to a boiling point when a private family conversation was leaked by someone close to the Browns. In it, Robyn reportedly confronted Janelle and Christine about their disrespect toward her and her children. She demanded acknowledgement for the sacrifices she claims to have made to join the family. The confrontation ended with Janelle walking out and Christine refusing to respond. Kody, in turn, sided with Robyn, which only fueled the tension further. Even some of the adult children have taken sides. Several of Christine and Janelle's children have openly expressed their frustration with Kody and Robyn. They've accused them of favoritism, hypocrisy, and poor treatment of their mothers. In contrast, Robyn's children remain protected and rarely involved in the larger family conflicts, a fact that some siblings believe shows preferential treatment. While all of these issues contributed to the fallout, one of the final straws was a behind-the-scenes dispute over the family's participation in future seasons of the show. Robyn reportedly pushed for greater editorial control over how she and Kody were portrayed. Christine and Janelle, however, were pushing for transparency and honesty. They believed the audience deserved to see the real truth, not a version edited to protect Robyn's image. The argument quickly spiraled into accusations, with both sides claiming the other was trying to manipulate the narrative. Producers found themselves caught in the middle. They were reportedly forced to mediate between the cast members, especially when Janelle threatened to walk away from filming altogether. Christine, now happily remarried and with a strong fan base, expressed interest in doing a separate spin-off focused on healing and family life outside polygamy. Robyn, meanwhile, feared being cast as the villain and resisted any attempts that she believed would damage her reputation. Kody, torn between defending Robyn and attempting to preserve what was left of the family, made things worse by publicly blaming Janelle and Christine for the collapse of the plural marriage structure. He suggested that they were never truly committed and that they used the show and the family when it suited them. This led to a firestorm of backlash from fans and further alienated him from his children and ex-wives. In interviews following the fallout, both Janelle and Christine have emphasized that they are done trying to fix something that repeatedly breaks them. They expressed sadness but also relief that the truth has finally surfaced. Robyn, however, continues to maintain that she has been unfairly scapegoated and that the family's collapse isn't her fault. Till fans and insiders agree, this latest fight wasn't about one moment, it was the result of years of misaligned values, favoritism, financial conflicts, and shifting power dynamics. Robyn may not be solely to blame, but she has undeniably become the symbol of the fracture in the Brown family. As Sister Wives continues its latest season, viewers are left to wonder whether healing is even possible at this point. With Janelle and Christine fully stepping into their independence, and Kody and Robyn isolated in their version of the family, it seems the era of unity is over. Whether fans support Robyn or not, one thing is clear: the real reason behind the fight wasn't just about personal drama. It was about broken trust, fading respect, and the slow unraveling of a once tightly knit, if unconventional, family. Kody Brown from Sister Wives has been trying to mend his relationships with his children, but comments made by Janelle Brown suggest otherwise. Kody was previously involved in polygamous relationships with 4 women: Mary, Janelle, Christine, and Robyn Brown. He wasn't only a husband to his 4 wives but also a father to 18 children. As time passed, Kody became estranged from his first 3 wives as well as their children. He devoted most of his time to his 4th wife, Robyn, which ultimately resulted in his other wives leaving him. Kody's decision to prioritize Robyn not only caused his former wives to distance themselves from him but also led to significant tension in his relationships with his adult children. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Kody lost contact with several of his kids. He pressured Janelle to have his sons, Gabe and Garrison, leave home, forgot one of his sons' birthdays, stopped giving gifts to his children on Christmas, and skipped his daughter Isabel's surgery. He also grew distant from his other children, such as Paydon and Maddie, who began resenting him for mistreating their mothers. In Sister Wives Season 19, Kody started thinking about repairing his relationship with his children. He had disagreements with his only remaining wife, Robyn, who advised him to address his issues with his kids. Although Kody agreed he wanted to make amends, he also confessed that he wasn't willing to force them to love him. On the other hand, Robyn kept pushing him, urging him to do whatever it took to mend his relationship with his children. She even suggested that he camp outside their doorsteps if it would help him reconnect with them. Recently, Suki Krishnan, the host of Sister Wives, shared information about Kody's situation with his kids. She said via the Sarah Fraser show, "He's trying to find a place where he can meet his sons as men and his daughters as women." Suki mentioned that Kody is working hard to mend past conflicts with his kids. She acknowledged the complexity of this task but emphasized Kody's determination to continue trying despite the challenges. Suki clarified that Kody's aim is to improve as a father, but admitted that some of his children are reluctant to interact with him. In January 2025, Kody revealed that he would never permanently close the doors on the possibility of reconciliation with his adult children. He said, "My children will always be my children and the door will always be open to them." The former polygamous patriarch acknowledged that although he's willing to keep the door open, his kids would also need to make an effort to come through that door. He expressed that he would always be willing to extend a hand for potential reconciliation, but wouldn't leave Robyn to have a relationship with his children. Kody's statement revealed that although he's eager to repair his relationship with his children, he isn't willing to go to great lengths to please them. Kody acknowledges that some of his kids may prefer him to prioritize Robyn less, as they believe that she is a major reason he has spent less time with their mothers. A few of his kids may even want Robyn removed from their family. However, Kody has firmly stated that he will not give up Robyn just to be close to his children. He would always choose his wife over his children. While Kody seems to be trying to re-establish a connection with his children, Janelle's statements suggest he may not be putting in enough effort. She claimed that he has distanced himself from his children and isn't making the necessary effort to repair those broken relationships. In October 2024, Janelle and Christine appeared in an interview with E! News. They discussed the end of their marriages with Kody while addressing Kody's current state of mind. They also discussed their children dealing with daddy issues, placing blame on Kody for the emotional turmoil he has caused with the family. Using her daughter Maddie as an example, Janelle revealed the state of her children's relationship with Kody. She explained that Maddie lacked interest in re-establishing a relationship with Kody, saying, "Maddie really is just one example of how my children are feeling about their father." Janelle noted that Kody has really distanced himself from her kids. It's unclear if Suki's update is more current than Janelle's. However, both Janelle and Christine expressed deep sadness that their children no longer had a relationship with Robyn's 5 children and hoped that this could be repaired in the future. In Sister Wives Season 19, Kody recounted a conversation he had with his daughter Aspen Brown, whom he shares with Christine. He said, "Aspen literally asked why I didn't like her. During a confessional," Kody said, "and I'm like, sweetheart, I love you. And I always have and always will." He mentioned a lengthy discussion they had, where he pointed to Christine as the reason for their strained relationship. Despite Aspen being pregnant with her first child, there has been no update on whether Kody has visited her yet. While Kody may be trying to reach out to his kids privately, the social media activity of the Brown family children has shown who is willing to engage with him. Aspen keeps her Instagram private, but her husband, Mitchell Thompson, has a public profile where he doesn't follow Kody. The fact that only 3 of his children, Isabel, Hunter, and Michael T. Brown, follow Kody on social media speaks volumes about his current relationships with others. It's possible that other Brown family children no longer wish to be associated with the Sister Wives star. Someone close to a Sister Wives cast member is currently undergoing treatment for a rare and aggressive illness as revealed by their loved one in a heartbreaking update. Several Sister Wives cast members have faced notable health struggles over the years. Christine Brown shared her journey of weight loss and concerns about diabetes. Mary Brown has openly discussed emotional stress and its impact on her well-being. Janelle Brown has been vocal about her efforts to improve her physical health through diet and exercise, particularly after facing mobility issues. Kody Brown has also experienced fatigue-related concerns. Cast members' varying approaches to health often reflect their personal struggles, age, and the stress of maintaining complex family dynamics. Now, a close friend of Mary is sharing unfortunate news about her family. Jen Sullivan took to Instagram to share a picture of herself with her husband Sean, which was taken on their 19th anniversary, just before he began his painful treatment for sarcoma. Jen described it as a rare and aggressive cancer. She revealed that since February 2025, Sean has undergone 5 weeks of radiation and 2 major surgeries, including the removal of a third tumor that had grown unnoticed just outside the radiation area. Sean's cancer diagnosis marked the beginning of a long and painful recovery journey. While treatment and healing have taken a toll, Sean is slowly regaining strength. He's even starting to return to the shop when possible. The family deeply appreciates the community's patience and understanding as they continue operating under adjusted hours during this challenging time. In an effort to shield their children from unnecessary worry, Jen and her family initially chose to keep the diagnosis private. They wanted to give their kids space to finish the school year with as much normalcy as possible. Now that their children are aware and feeling confident about the path forward, the family has decided to share their story publicly. The support from friends, customers, and the Sister Wives fans has been incredibly meaningful during this difficult time. Messages of encouragement and kind gestures will lift their spirits more than words can say. Sean's family remains hopeful and focused on healing, and they're deeply grateful for the patience, love, and unwavering support shown by fans and well-wishers alike. Jen is Mary's close friend and is often seen alongside her on Fridays with friends. Jen has faced her own health challenges recently. She underwent a hysterectomy after discovering a non-cancerous uterine tumor, temporarily putting their weekly routine on hold. Fans expressed concern when Jen went MIA, but she's now focused on recovery with Mary's unwavering support. Mary will undoubtedly be supporting Sean during his cancer battle, standing by her close friend Jen through it all. Known for her loyalty, Mary has remained present and supportive of Jen and is expected to have done the same for Sean, who endured radiation and multiple surgeries. Sister Wives fans have always admired how Mary's strength and steady presence reflect her values as she offers love and light during one of Jen and Sean's hardest seasons.